Hello everybody, day 18, update on my red. It has faded a lot. Couple things strategies that I have done to maintain or keep the color going the way that I want. The first is when you do these intense colors, you have to embrace the fact that they are going to keep lightening. Every time I shampoo, it got lighter and lighter and lighter. That's the first thing. So, the whole time I'm loving that red and intensity. It was so beautiful. But at the same time, it just kept getting lighter and lighter and lighter. Then after about a week, it was still super bright and intense here. But because I'm shampooing on a daily basis, my scalp started to get light and pink. So I will get in there and take shower gel and start shampooing with shower gel. I should say scrubbing my hair with shower gel to catch this part up with what's happening here. And then another thing that I will do is when I'm all done and styled, I'll take a little bit of the color and rub it right here, just so that it always looks fresh right off my part. That's that strategy that I talked to you guys about. If you're in the camouflage phase, just do the area that can be seen. You don't need to do your whole head. If I pull this back, you'll see I already have this much. It's pretty much completely gone. Couple reasons. Number one is the scrubbing of the scalp. The other is, remember, I was an every 10-day touch-up person, so I almost have 2 applications of permanent hair color I would have had to apply that never got red on it. So that's a good 1/8 of an inch, almost a 1/4 of an inch that my hair never had red on it. So at some point it's going to start to show, but not very much. As you can see, even when I pull my hair back this way, it's not super obvious. And the reason why is because the color is going on and only being shown on the white hair. So it's all slowly washing off together. That's why it's not leaving a hard line of demarcation like true semi-permanent and true permanent color will leave. Why I love my fun colors. Not only to camouflage, but to have fun when it's all grown out. You have to embrace the pastels. When you start out with these intense colors, they're going that way no matter what. Green is going to turn to pastel green. Blue is going to turn to baby blue. Red turned to pink. And I purposely chose not a pink shirt, not an orange. I wanted to show you guys, everybody's so worried about things matching. When your hair looks fine, it doesn't have to match. It's just fun, okay? For the brown colors, they make these colors in brown. Miss Clairol Jazzing, Rue was the first on the market like 50, 60 years ago. They're called temporary colors. And even, I got this one for you guys to show you. It doesn't matter. I'll put some Fireball, because that's what I used. Doesn't matter if I'm using Fireball or these temporary mousses. They are a what you see is what you get. It's going on white hair. We call it silver, but the color of our hair is white. So remember that. When you're picking these colors, it's going to go on your white hair. It's going to be a lighter version or brighter version of that color. So if you're picking the browns, if you're picking a golden brown, it's going to be very golden here. If it's an ash brown, it's going to be very ash brown here. Maybe even have a blue or green tint to it. It's going on white hair. If you have streaks like I do, it's going to pick up that color in intensity because it's a quantity issue. I have way more white hair right here. So when I do my bright colors, these parts of my hair are very intense until they wash off. 18 days, this is the red. I could easily now go and cover it up with the green, the purple, they're all intense. But what I cannot do is put a pastel over this. Pastels are light. It's not going to cover up this little bit of pink that's left over. I would be mixing pastel pink and whatever pastel color I have. If I don't want this anymore and I just want to get back to my white hair, I just keep washing. It's all going to come off. It's completely gone off my ends. Porosity always takes care of that. Remember when I applied intensely here and here, but not so much back here. So there really isn't any back here, but nobody really notices because remember, it's a camouflage. They see the intensity in the front, and so it seems like my whole head has this pastel pink. It'll be the same for you. If you're doing the cover-ups with the brown, and this is you, just put it here. Don't waste your time and money doing your whole head, unless you're trying to cover up for a longer period of time. If you're trying to cover it up for weeks, then use these direct dyes. They make them in these liquid forms that are brown. But what I want you to do, if you're trying to get it to stay and it's brown for 2 to 3 weeks, then you need to apply to clean, dry hair. I can't say it enough. Clean, dry hair. Come out of the shower, dry your clean hair. Make sure you're using shower gel when you shampoo or a deep cleansing shampoo. Don't use a nourishing shampoo before you try to put these temporary colors on. They're not going to leave your cuticle open enough to accept the color. Deep cleansing shower gel. Get your hair squeaky clean. Completely blow dry your hair. Then put that temporary brown color only on your new growth and do a good application, section after section, like you used to do when you did permanent color. New growth only. Don't run it through your whole head. All you're going to do is make this hair darker. Unnecessary. Let it sit on there for 20, 30 minutes. Then rinse it off. It will touch up that new growth and last for 2 to 3 weeks. But remember, just like my bright colors, it's going to keep getting lighter and lighter and lighter. That's how you touch up with the temporary colors. For me, I am using the fun colors to put color on my whole head. So when I do it on wet hair because I don't want them to last, and I put it on my whole head. And I focus on these bright pieces because I want to make sure that they get saturated and the color really shows. 18 days after red hair, I'm almost to pink. It's almost gone. Remember, you can do this with regular brown colors, auburn colors. This is the results of me doing red 18 days later. Thanks for watching Julie the Hairapist.